Okay, while he's gone, we need to come up with our game plan. Okay, so we need to befuddle the GM to our event. No,
I was going to keep upping the ante with gems to see how far we can take that. Because
yeah. I mean, so the diamond, if I'm not mistaken, is spoken for, right? Like that's the portal gem,
that's
right?
That's the ingredient.
But everything else we could spend on this, right?
Yeah, that's why I've got it.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, from the listing we have in the Discord.
Oh, I found that picture. This is the one that my camera turned off last time. Like, this is just stupid. Don't do this.
Oh,
why would you do that?
Exactly.
I mean, it might not turn out terribly awful.
Yeah, what kind of roll would you need for that?
It's going to be really random, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry, I got this because I need to go to the Dragon Blood section.
There we go. That's what I'm
Oh, here's
for.
Bahamut.
There we go.
Can we summon him?
I mean, I've been trying
Bahamut
for a
works
while.
in these mysterious ways.
I think Bahamut doesn't give a damn about
known.
me. I think I really should just give in to the demons. Sorry, Bren.
Right to the demons.
A monk practices a form inspired by dragonflight. That's a pretty good picture.
What?
So there's a dragon monk in here, by the way.
What?
Yes.
I've even been leaning that way, and it just Bahamut keeps ignoring me, so I kind of haven't gone anywhere with it. But
There's a reason.
now, whatever.
And Bregman, was that advantage for that survival roll, or was it for something else?
Yeah, it's true. She kind of gets the call.
Okay.
On that. Okay. What did you roll originally? If you don't
So
mind
it was
my
a
asking?
12.
Oof. Yeah.
Oh, that's so that is a 12, which makes it a 15.
Oh, nice.
Okay, 15. So I'm not going to lie, it's not a whole lot. But you are able to harvest basically, a pretty large bottle's worth of the stuff that's not dried off or contaminated or something like that, right? So you do have that.
Okay. I would recommend let's offer this, because a drow with dragon blood is, all right, that's
Something you want.
well, no, not at all. But it's less valuable than the
Longevity.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, worst case scenario, that could still always be our backup option. But
Right.
I still agree with that idea. Yeah. Distilled with what though?
Rum.
Yeah, always. It's always wrong.
I would drink that. I'm just saying.
Ooh. Man, you think it burns going down.
Oh yeah.
Bird's coming back up and it doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're offering the Dragons of Blood vial basically in addition instead.
Yes.
All right, just make me a straight up persuasion check.
Okay.
You can tell that's probably less than what she's wanting, but maybe you bat your eyes enough that she actually doesn't care.
That's a 12.
A 12. Okay. So she says, well, I can tell you want to hold on to that potion quite a bit. And I can understand why. But if you're really so keen on holding on to it, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. A deal for my special dragon friends. I'd be willing to accept a quantity of those gems and the blood, and you can keep the potion, and I will provide you the spellcasting service that you require.
Roll to detect lies. I suggest everyone else do this too.
Sight check. Is it an insight?
Yeah, insight. Please, everyone else, roll with me. Please. God, I believe everything she's ever said.
He says
She's
something,
actually my
everybody,
mother.
all the players turn away and start going.
I gotta check something real quick. I'll be right back. 14.
14. Okay.
13.
13. And what did you grab, Mark?
I think he rolled. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Which is a 1 on the dice, by the way.
Yeah, so the impression you're getting is that she was probably hoping for the potion, but is just settling for the other stuff, but wants to make a little bit of money in the process. You don't sense that she's like, I'm just going to backstab them as soon as they get in. As far as you can tell, she's just trying to make a transaction at this point.
mental
backstab us later.
link. Like I'm down. Like that sounds fair to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds horrible because we're giving a drow blood, but whatever.
Yeah, not ideal, but best of a bad situation.
Yep, she says, so, how about this? Those paradots that you showed, all of them, and the dragon's blood, and we'll call it even.
What are paradots used for? Like,
Not having to call around a whole bunch of gold. They're basically,
there's no like spell
easier- they're
component or
fungible.
anything.
yeah, nothing specific for like these types of paradots, no.
Okay.
Gem NFTs.
Yeah. What's this? I have a picture on the wall that I'll sell you a code for.
It'll be
And then you can say it's yours. No one else can say it's theirs. This is a drow invention.
Oh god, it would be. It would be. It's such a stupid goddamn thing.
Yeah, no, that's got to be canon now.
Yeah, no, the drow
Yeah,
invented
NFTs are a drow invention.
It's just it tracks way too well.
We call them non-phasers tokens.
Oh god.
Oh, that's good. That's
Someone
good.
clip that. Someone clip
Yeah,
that.
that's good.
It's the next big thing. Although for some reason all of our gods have abandoned us now. No. I want that sucker here.
So to speed this up a little, is this just a straight transaction at this point? Have we succeeded?
Yes. So they don't want like the cart to come in with all the myconids and stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
And clavicle, they don't want that in there either. But they take Ront and they try to keep as many people out as they can, although I'm assuming everyone's like, no, we're coming in.
Yeah, no.
And
You're not harvesting our Ront for parts.
yeah.
Nope.
They actually don't cast the spell themselves. They take out a spell scroll for this. And the priestess has to roll for this. Which she's got a pretty good bonus, so it'll probably be fine.
Oh boy.
And the inside seems like it's been torched at some point. There was probably some stray magic or explosives that reached their way in here, and you can tell they're still cleaning up. And they got like barricades in here. They've got guards. This place is pretty well defended right now, and there's an air of just apprehension in here. Where are you? Spell scroll. Yep, okay. So, there's no real ceremony. She just asks Ront to lift up his pants leg and takes the spell scroll out, looks at it for a moment, and attempts to cast this. And succeeds.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. She actually did very well. She seems to be quite a natural at this.
Okay.
She invokes the name of Loth to heal this orc's leg, a phrase which has probably not been uttered in quite some time. And Regenerate is cast on Ront. And you see that, so there's a couple other effects in addition to the actual regeneration effect. You see it start to stitch itself back together, and Ront is wincing a little bit, but she says this will take about 2 minutes to work. In the meantime, enjoy for the next hour a very, very healthy constitution.
So now I've read about this. So this activates his X gene, right? So I'm wondering what his mutant power is.
Yeah, maybe. No, not quite. If there's anything that's going to be next gene, it's this. And she grabs the dragon blood away and the gems and says, I will have great uses for these. Thank you. If you have other things like this in the future, or if you want to trade that potion from some other services, just let us know. House Bainray is always at your service. Come visit us in Menzo Baranza the next time you're in the location.
Yeah, we get the hell out of Dodge. We leave.
It's time to leave.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's just go. Ront, how you doing, buddy?
He You can see that he's still limping a bit, but as the seconds tick on, he is obviously getting better and better. And after 2 minutes, he seems to have regained full functionality. And he says, "Feels much better." Yes.
Awesome. That is a huge relief. All right. So we
kick something just to make sure. Oh, hurt again.
No, Ron.
Oh, no, you gotta wait.
Didn't I like break his knee the first time I met him?
Yes. You did.
So can we
something.
like canonically say that knee has been bad ever since, but now it's good?
Yeah, he's actually, like touching stuff. He says, nose used to be out of place. Now it's fine again.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I'm sorry about the whole breaking. And we were in prison. I had to, you know how it works, right? You know the rules.
I've forgotten until now, actually.
Oh boy!
Shoot!
No,
I break his leg really quick.
No, it's okay. I've killed tribe members before, and it's fine.
Exactly,
okay.
Cord. Exactly. Praise the shaman.
Praise shaman. Yeah, praise shaman.
Yes, thank you.
We should pretend that you did it, Caston. We should just say
he's not that stupid.
No.
All right. So before we do
months ago,
our recovery stuff, really quick, let's just get like a really delicious chunk of meat, because I want to throw it into Glabagol.
Oh, okay. So you can purchase. They don't have really. Well, actually, you can go outside of Dark Lake District and get that. You don't probably want to get that in Dark Lake District. They have.
I can do it by
right
myself
now.
if you want to. If you want to do so, that could be like my downtime is getting meat.
What do gelatinous cubes actually consume? Not just, I know they can break everything down. That's kind of their thing. But like, if they had a choice and they're going to the fridge? What are they getting?
Well.
Well, why don't we ask
you kind
him?
of hit the nail on the head. That's basically just anything.
But does it have flavor, taste buds? That's what I would like. Glabagol, like, do these taste differently to you? Like,
It says, I think my sense of taste is a little bit different than what you all experience.
well, of course.
I have things that I prefer and things that I do not prefer, but
So what do you prefer? Like, give us something.
things with lots of meat.
Well, okay, meat. We'll cover that. So let's try something different. I throw like a pineapple into it. Like, how's this feel?
Okay.
And it dissolves him back, and so then he dies.
Yes. It's like, ah!
No, it's like
it thinks for a second and says, not as good, but not the worst.
That is good. Okay. So we're getting there. I'm going to make a list. I'm going to make a list of them.
Running list of things to feed Glabagol.
You're going to pretty quickly figure out, and like Mark's a wise guy, right?
Yeah.
That basically the more meaty, muscular protein, etc., that the thing has, the more that he likes it.
Okay, so new goal. I need to get a really good chili. Try that out. All right. So, what are we doing for our damage? So I don't remember. Guido, you already said what you were doing.
The carousing. I was going to try and
that's right.
Spread the tales of our accomplishment. There's another way of wording that I can't think of.
Hobnobbing.
Yes, that's a good word for it. Okay. I need to pull up the downtime thing. I used to have it saved.
So for me, I've got a new plan. Instead of making the cane for utilization by Ront, see if there's a way to make an axe handle out of dragon bone and attach his axe head to that.
Oh, speaking of, let's just go ahead and resolve the dragon parts, because after a few days, you will get some results from that. So, let me make a check real quick. Okay. So, you'd request some parts from it. You get some parts of the head horns from it, some teeth, scales, etc. You kind of get like, a sampler of what you requested. You could tell it's probably not like the entire thing, but for making things, that's more than enough.
Okay.
Bone, that kind of stuff, Whatever you would imagine to be in the head, there is.
I'm sorry, can I jump in really quick here? I was looking up the activities for the downtime because I got the list here. And it says crime. And I'm like, oh, yeah, fighting crime might work out. No, it actually means doing crime.
Doing the crime, yeah.
I was like,
Very lucrative, though. Very lucrative.
It is apparently quite lucrative. There's also pit fighting, which I think I did last time. Religious services, police.
I thought you had Ront do that last time.
Oh, no, that's right. You're right. Ront did it. Yeah. It's just work is one of the things you can do. That's funny. All right.
Straight up almost work. Yep. And I also do have to mention that it's not like immediately relevant, but I had to sneeze.
It isn't immediately
that-
relevant, but
Yeah, it may become relevant in a minute or so when it actually comes up again. No, but you do have that potion, and you do know that as it is removed from the horde, it will eventually lose its horde awakened abilities unless you use it, basically. You figure you've probably got some time before that happens, but just so you know.
So the question is, do we drink it or do we try to sell it now? I think is what that boils down to. And I think I should drink it, obviously, because I think I'm the best.
Yes, because you have the shortest lifespan of all of us here.
Exactly. I'm just a dwarf. I only got 100 years ahead of me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should find someone that we trust more than who we currently know. I know it's a tall order.
I know.
But we should find someone that we can sell it to soon, and we can put those funds into Taston's Save His Brother project.
I think I agree with that. I noticed one of the downtime activities is sell a magic item.
That is correct. And I actually
one of them is
already
relaxation, by the way, which is hysterical.
Yeah.
There's I don't even get what the benefit of this is. Oh no, apparently you can regain hit points or ability score that lost. That's what relaxation.
Relaxation. You gain advantage on saving throws from disease and poisons at the end. And one effect that keeps you from gaining hit points or restoring ability score, which is basically like greater restoration is normally what you need for that, but this is the long version of that, right?
Okay.
Benedict used the harmful effects caused by a spell. Okay. I guess if it's like a curse or something, it doesn't work. But if it's something else, then
another thing on the list, I'd like to spend some time seeking guidance from Calimbor about kind of the best course of action before going into the portal. Because we're not just going to walk in and say, "Oh, we found him. Let's go. Hey, we're out of here. We're good to go. Done. Down the Stargate. We're going back."
Hey, O'Neill. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hear selling magic item, invoking Calimbor, carousing.
Yeah.
And that sounds like three things locked in.
Well, there's also me, unless you want me to do the selling, which I can do. How am I losing?
Unless you're wanting to hand it off to somebody else.
I'd say I had two other things I wanted to do, but that's okay. I don't mind.
You don't have to just do one thing. You can still keep going.
Well, I was hoping to sell and then also try to connect with Bahamut, although that doesn't need to be an off-camera action. I could literally just go to the dog and say, "Hey, dude." Yeah. And the other thing was going to be buying a magic item.
Yep.
But that's kind of low priority too. I'm willing to wait on that. So,
yeah. I'll do the selling and the carousing. It's fine. I mean,
okay. In that case, I will also commune first and then try to buy.
Sounds like maybe both you and Taston can go together because, spoiler alert, there's not really any temple or even a shrine to either Bahamut or Calimbor in the city. They're all, if there's even one at all, because they still seem to be very Spartan. The only one you've really seen is the one in the hold, and that's obviously not to any of your deities. So you kind of have to make do with what you got. But fortunately, you have a cleric with you, so not that difficult. And you've seen people do this in the Dark Lake district before, like impromptu shrines, that sort of stuff. So, let's see, where is it? Yep. So I'd like both Taston and Mark to go ahead and either make a religion or a persuasion check.
18. For
17.
religion.
Okay.
I guess I'll go with religion as well. They're both +0 for me.
Yeah. No, it's all good. Sometimes you just have to roll and try to be lucky, right? All right. I rolled the instantly die thing. I'm sorry. What's your next character?
Wow.
Well, I had a warlock.
You were struck down by lightning.
No. I was called home. Your work here is done.
Oh, yeah, no, you're working in the halls now.
Yeah.
And I'm on the mountain now, so I'm just that's my job now.
Sorry, Liam. We got called home.
Yeah, we're about peace. We don't even get to leave a message. It's just
God.
Liam just comes back from carousing, like, oh yeah, everyone knows our guys.
Yeah. So you are joined by 2 other individuals in your religious service as well. One of those, Bren, who 3 guesses as to who he invokes. It's Tiamat. No.
Wow.
Guess what?
Darturn.
I knew it.
No, but he assists you in there, and Asha also joins you, and she is invoking law. So this is a very, very all faith shrine thing that's going on here.
I was gonna say this is wonderful spread here.
Yes.
Kelimvor Bahamut Lolth.
Just switchboard's real busy that day.
Yeah. It's not entirely unusual to have opposing deities be worshipped at some impromptu all-faith shrine, but usually it's not this spread.
Your call cannot be completed as dialogue.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's a lot of interference here for some reason.
No cell reception at all.
Yeah. No, but you light the incense, you do the appropriate guidances for it, and you do feel like you have the sense is just you've done a great thing and you are being praised for it. There's no one that comes down from the clouds and it's like good job, but there is a warm, glowing feeling that surrounds everyone except Asha after the impromptu service is concluded. So all 3 of you, Brendan's the 3rd one, you do have inspiration, which means you can do a reroll or advantage on a d20 roll, and that stays until you use it.
Real quick.
Yes?
I still have my inspiration from the last time I had inspiration.
Oh,
so do I get double inspiration, or do I just...
I don't. I burned mine.
Yeah,
I didn't
no
get a
double
chance
inspiration,
to.
unfortunately.
Okay. So... And then it's ongoing. Okay.
I had that, and I did that once, and somebody just stacked them up, and I was like, "We're not doing this anymore." It's like, hey,
so
guess
I'm gonna
what?
use
I've got 20.
5 of my 20 inspirations on this roll set here. No,
basically,
no.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, let's not do that.
Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything specific that either of you are asking for?
Yes.
Okay.
But sorry, I didn't mean to jump at that. I'm sorry.
Go for it. Yeah, no, go. Do your thing.
It's just okay. Third, you and I talked about this kind of off camera about the idea of drifting from being a demon hunter to being a Bahamut hunter, or you know what I mean.
Bahamut? What?
Not actually hunting, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And like trying to draw power and become empowered in the similar manner from Bahamut directly instead of from demons. And that was something we talked about and something I've been kind of wanting to go towards. And that's I don't know how to phrase that as a question, but that's kind of are you looking for a new employee as I'm really good at killing demons and doing good. And not torturing orcs that I then help out. Look, I got regeneration on. Okay, so that should count as a wash.
Skills.
I have no charisma, but I have people skills. You get my point, though. That's what I'm asking about. Is about that, if that's possible, and if so, direction, guidance, work towards 20% on the meter. Help me out here.
Got hit you a little bit quick, son. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so I will say this. In addition to the inspiration, you do feel like after this you are looking for someone specific here, and you will know them when you see them. And you should be on the lookout for the sign of Bahamut, which you know is the 7 golden things, right?
I was actually about to say I don't remember the sign of Bahamut off the top of my head. I'm sure my character does.
Yes. There's actually a picture of it here. Matter of fact.
As I say, I actually used to know this, and every time I try to picture it, I keep thinking of Tiamat's sign. It's like, no, you know, the different colored dragon heads.
Yeah. No, it's not good.
No, listen, that's totally the sign. I see it. It's right there. It's on my dog.
its source from Bahamut is said to be accompanied by like 7 ancient golden dragons, often in his human guise, and they're in the form of canaries. You've seen the symbol before. That's actually how Bren presented himself, along with that other representative of Bahamut.
Okay.
So you've seen this before, and you have just this intense feeling you need to look for that again in the city, and to not leave until you find that.
I will. To be clear, I'm going to treat this seriously, and my character is going to be pretty much constantly doing spot checks. I'm not going to make you roll each time, but you get the idea, right? Like
I'll use your passive.
Super on the watch for that.
Yep. Okay. Taston, were you asking for something specific?
Yeah. So just guidance on if trying to save Cuillin is going to be a worthwhile cause. Basically, kind of like, tell me I'm on the right path.
Right. So you as you're done, laying out the incense and everything for this, you look up and you see a sign in the incense. And generally you can, being religiously trained, you know to identify certain signs for certain gods. Sometimes it's something as simple as the way things are arranged or result. I mean, some of the deities even use things like how the dice fall, so things like that. Okay. That's not Kellenvor, but just to give an example. And generally the signs to look out for good results, bad results, and mixed results, what is generally called like weal and woe, right? Okay. Weal for good results, woe for bad results. This is something that clerics can specifically petition their gods for, but it also presents itself in more mundane ways. AKA it's also a spell. You see that the way that the incense sticks have aligned themselves and the way the incense has burned itself, that there is definitely a sign there. It's very, very unmistakable. And it tells you weal and woe, good and bad results.
Yeah. I'm thinking the magic 8 ball and it says answer unclear, ask again later. Okay.
Now,
no, actually,
that means that doesn't take into account anything that might potentially change the outcome. You just know that on your current path, that is what you think the result would be based on the signs you've seen.
Okay. So both good and bad.
Which much better than just purely bad. So
yeah,
there you go. But there's also one that's just nothing for results that aren't especially good or bad, which is just boring. So that doesn't tell me anything.
That says you're
Well, basically doesn't care at that point.
You're screwed. Does that mean anything to anybody? That you're okay? Yeah, no. That's...
I think it's a constructor thing. Like you're
yes.
gonna,
bring the tool. Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Good. All right. Cool.
And Bran says, I wish for my wings. I just need a bell to ring.
I ring a bell, right, just for him.
That hurts my ears.
Sorry.
Super loud.
No, but he knows worse for that. His goal is to advance in the celestial bureaucracy. All right. And of course, Ash is like, strike down my enemies. All that sort of stuff.
I just pat Asha on the shoulder like,
No, she's a little more reserved than that. She is essentially just completely affirming that she has not lost faith, even for a second, and should not be subjected to the punishment of doubt. There it is. Meanwhile, back at carousing, jump cut to Liam over there in a high class party going.
I was gonna say we're all kneeling and it's all quiet. You got and then we cut to and then we ripped off the dragon's head,
standing on the table
at the army.
Yeah, exactly.
The goblet of mead.
Right, exactly.
What do you need? Is it a performance roll? Is it?
So let me ask this first. Are you attempting to... So there's like lower, middle, and upper class folk.
Oh, right.
Here, right? Who are you attempting to carouse with? You do have access to the upper class because you are that kind of person in this city at this point. And you have the noble background, which is specifically called out here.
I don't...
But it would be charisma persuasion, just so you know.
I don't think carousing with the upper class would be that beneficial for us. Because we already have access to the lards. I think more the business class is what I need to get exposure to.
It's like guild members, spellcasters, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, that's definitely the middle class contacts. All right. Well, you know perfectly well where to go, and you are hopefully going to be the talk of the town pretty soon. So, go ahead and make a charisma persuasion check. And I will also mention this. There is one thing about inspiration that could possibly help. Inspiration can be given to another party member. So.
All right. So it's a... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, so with the inspiration I gained, would I be able to then give that to somebody who didn't have inspiration anymore?
You could.
Okay. So who doesn't have inspiration right now?
Give it to Ron.
Ront gets inspiration. His regeneration has empowered him.
I feel too powerful.
Do I have inspiration?
Unless you used it on the dragon fight. Yes.
I have not. No, I didn't.
I don't think so, because you basically just cast spells that made me make saves.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, no, I burned it early on because I was up there getting this snot beaten out of me.
Yeah, I was gonna burn it, and then it's hard to burn it when you get stomped.
So that's advantage on this roll then, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So persuasion. My dice hate me.
Uh-oh. Actually.
Oh, no.
What? What'd you get? Oh, Braglin gave you advantage. Braglin gave you another roll. Thank you, Braglin.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Oh.
Sorry.
So I heard Durgar crafts suck. Can anyone tell me about that?
Wow.
No.
Just
Thank
Yeah,
you, Brigwin. Oh my god, natural 20.
okay. That's better.
Wow.
So what's the total of that?
So that's a 24.
24. Okay. All right. So you learn pretty quickly you have to be a little bit careful about saying that, oh, I killed the dragon. But there's nothing wrong with saying I killed a dragon. Maybe not specifically yours, but I killed the dragon. You have some bling on you already from magic items, which the Durgar really like, and you just seem to be generally like approachable to the guild members here. You pretty quickly find that that one thought line, that one thing you can connect with like all the guild members here, and just keep hitting on that, and pretty soon, you start getting the ear and attention of a lot of the clan crafters, the guild members that are around the city. Not necessarily the royals, but the ones who make basically everything that goes in and out of Gracklestone. So, I need to roll for something before I say anything else.
The Council of Derp.
Yeah. So, with that result, you have specifically made 3 allied friendly contacts.
Not only can that help in general, but we're about to sell and buy something, so that can help immediately.
Right?
Yeah, so I'll say this. The first one is a representative from
Darth
clan...
Tyrant House.
The Dark Tyrant House.
Sorry.
Yeah. From the clan Zardovar. You know what? And I'll just circle these on the map because they're on there if you would like the spelling. They're this one right here. They are alchemists. They are, and you found out pretty quickly, they're pretty important in the city because they make all the stuff that goes boom. The second one, Firehand. These are the smelters. Although they don't make the finest weapons or armor or anything like that, you need to go through the smelters for just about everything that the Duergar make. So they're a real important contact to have. And the third one, maybe one of the most important ones in the city, although they only occupy a very small portion of it, Musgart. Because they are the brewers. They supply the entire city out of the Dark Lake Brewery. They are not powerful in military or in reserves or anything like that, but in practically every place else that matters, they are powerful because nobody wants to mess with them. Why destroy the brewery or make them mad at us? That is something they don't want to have happen. They don't need reserves because other clans will protect them.
Okay.
So you make contacts of three individuals from those clans. So if you need, then these are friendly contacts. So if you need something from them or need to conduct business with them, you've got them. And you've made a bit of a name for yourself just in general because now you already stand out as the half-orc resident of the city, and now there's all this other stuff going on.
I am going to approach the Zardovar clan and ask if they would be interested in or recommend someone who would be interested in that potion.
Oh. So it says definitely yes. They like the representative can think of like half a dozen people off the top of his head who would be interested in it, let alone just trying to sell it in general. If you're wanting to get rid of it.
We have a rescue mission that we're going to need funds for, so we're looking for a respectable exchange.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So he says like there's definitely no issue with getting this sold. So if you want to, they'll pay you up for it now, and then they'll sell it later.
Is it a reasonable price?
They're going to give you 20,000 for it.
Okay, that doesn't answer my question though.
That seems to be about the going price for these types of things. I mean, if you want to do some research, you can. But actually, you can just go ahead and make me up to just straight up see your
Arcana
level background. It wouldn't be Arcana, actually. It would be just intelligence investigation on this.
Oh, investigation? Okay.
Unless you want to do footwork and actually like do research. This is more of like, what does my intellect tell me that this should be worth compared to everything else?
14.
14. Okay. Do you think that's probably practically like average?
Okay.
And then not undercutting, not trying to give you too much. You figure they're probably going to make a profit on it, obviously.
Sure.
But you're not going. You don't think you would be going back, cheated.
Okay.
Especially for just being able to offload like right now.
I accept your offer.
Is it all right? How would you like your currency? Your funds? They can give it to you in like actual goods. They can give it to you in. They can give it to you in like platinum, but they figure you probably don't want to carry all that. Or gems, whatever you'd prefer. or even in like gas or something that's like valuable as raw material if you want to try and sell it for more later.
If they have gems that are exchangeable, I would say let's go with the gems, just because they're easier to exchange.
Okay. So, let me see what is a good thing. Unless you, I mean, they don't have a gem that's like just worth
Sure.
20K by itself. Like,
No, I don't expect that. And you can figure that out later. You don't need to.
yeah, they'll give it to you in a bunch of gems. They're pretty high value for what they are, but you know, a lot easier to carry around than 20K worth of platinum.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Uh-huh. So you offload that and come back quite a bit richer. I mean, this is something that even your family would probably do a double take with. If this was this offer. 20K is quite a bit. So you're rich.
I've got a donation for your brother's fund, Taston.
Oh, sounds like things went well.
Thunk.
Things went very
This is
well.
IOU.
Yeah.
Son of a...
Yeah.
No, it's quite a haul. And
What is a blockchain?
And she's like, well, that's never mind. That was going too far.
No. There we go. Snap to the neck. Just for the heck of it, do you mind if I make a shot at trying to buy the ring?
Sure.
And fail at it, but whatever. That's
Yeah,
go for it.
It'll take a bit of time, unless Liam, you do have some contacts which could potentially help with this if you want to get them
I'm not
involved in
going
it.
to make you waste those on this. I don't even think they have it.
Well, in that case, Mark,
What's going on?
let me go ahead and make a charisma persuasion check.
Yeah. Well, okay. Hang on. So my charisma's +0,
And so Brigwin just gave you advantage too.
oh, she did.
Yep.
Well, okay. Let's see how valuable that was. Okay, so my first dice was a 2. I wish I was making that up. My second dice is a 16. I can't talk. So a little better, but it is +0, so 16.
16. Okay. And this is the Ring of Regeneration.
Yeah.
Okay. You search around for a little bit. Either no one's willing to sell, or they just don't have it here.
Yeah, that doesn't really surprise
A
me.
lot of them are like,
To be
like
completely honest.
you have a feeling that maybe if you spent more time on this, but this is one of those things where they obviously this needs to be sourced and you need to talk to people, maybe pass some money between hands, et cetera, et cetera.
No. That's okay. I honestly didn't think it would hurt. This is why I didn't want to blow your thing on this, Liam, because I figured they don't have it. That's just worth looking into.
I mean, if I knew in character what you were looking for, I could ask my...
I mean, I've been ominous. I am looking for a Ring of Regeneration.
Okay. I didn't know if you had actually...
I'm not hiding it. No, I'm not
mentioned
hiding
it. So I will inquire with my contacts if they have any recommendations of who to contact or stores or...
So they will tell you, like all of them will tell you this. They're like, there's definitely, unless we get insanely lucky, there's no way one of those is in the city. But they think that given enough time and money, they could probably source one from somewhere. But they're like, unless you just grease someone's palm like real big, and they're talking about like hundreds, maybe 1,000 gold or so to get the right person on this. Because they literally would maybe need to hire adventurers to go out and find something like this. They're like, if you have time to stay in the city for a long time, we could maybe get this, but there's literally no guarantees. Because they have to go and find a bunch of lower level adventurers, post a quest, to that kind of stuff.
So you're saying the supply chain issues are affecting the
there's supply chain
business?
issues. They have to go play Lords of Waterdeep to try and get this. Yeah, for something of that rarity, that's unfortunately. They do say that you may have, if you really want to, you may have better luck in like some of the more higher magic cities, which deal in things like this. They do mention the Drow cities, but they're like,
Branson. Yeah. I keep,
but they're like,
for some reason, I keep hearing that's the place to be. It's like the GM is saying, "Go there, damn it! I've got all the quest hooks there, and I'm out of quest hooks in this stupid town." Sorry.
Legitimately, that's a good place to get magic items. Unfortunately, there's Menzo Branson isn't the only city though. There is another Drow city that is not Menzo Branson, which they recommend going. So like, there's also Red Wizard Enclave there that deals in powerful magic items if you're able to gain their attention, which is not easy.
We did kill a dragon.
Yeah,
Maybe our reputation will precede us.
maybe, but they're like, yeah, it's like it's hard. Like they don't just take anyone. You got to convince them you're worthy to trade with them.
Is there a trade caravan going that way?
They say there's probably trade caravans going to every which place after this place goes off of lockdown. So yeah.
So let the trade caravan head that way and follow it like a week later.
It worked out so well for the last caravan we followed.
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking up the actual name of the place because I just know of it. I just don't recall the name because it's got a Drow name. Where is it?
Super quick, Liam. This is kind of more for the future, but I figure we should hammer this down super quick. Do you want to put haste or fly in my ring?
Ooh, good question.
Space for that. Both are useful pretty much universally for anything we're going to go after. So I figured just get one of them in there, you know.
Ustnatha. That's the city. Ustnatha. Yep. Drow city located in the middle dark of the Underdark.
What spells do you currently have in the ring?
Comprehend languages and mage hand, which are both 1 level. And I've got 3 levels of storage.
Oh, there's also a great place there to get magic items at Ustnatha called the Aboleth Bowl.
Oh, I love dealing with things named Abeloth. That's just one of my favorite things.
No, there's an Aboleth there that trades stuff. They're like that. He trades in powerful magic items. Probably want to have some people very sturdy of mind when you deal with that, but very powerful stuff. We heard that a Cloak of Invisibility came out there once.
Yeah. What?
Yes. No, like that's how powerful items we're talking about is in the Aboleth.
So for those of you at home not aware, that's a legendary classification item.
Exactly. That's why it made such news. Like maybe it was fake, maybe, but
yeah. For further reference, part of why I know that off the top of my head is that's one of my long-term wish list items for my monk. You know, when we get up to the really mean stuff, is I want to have that cloak.
Yeah, and the adventurer who got that is long gone now.
Of course, they had a Cloak of Invisibility.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they might be in this room. Who knows? But
oh no, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that was like 50 or 60 years ago. But
okay,
and it's still open, obviously.
I'll kind of put a pin in that as a maybe.
Okay.
Elor, if you're looking for 3rd level spells, I also have Bestow Curse.
I don't know what that does off the top of my head.
Touch a creature. And that creature, if they fail a wisdom saving throw, they become cursed for the duration. Choose the nature of the curse from the following options. Choose 1 ability score. While cursed, the target has disadvantage on ability scores and saving throws made with that ability score. Or the target has disadvantage on attack rolls against you, or the target must make a target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turns. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing. Or your attacks and spells deal an extra 1d8 necrotic damage. And those are the options.
That is pretty nice.
There is one last thing in the paragraph with this additional option. It says, at the DM's option, you may choose an alternative curse effect, but it should be no more powerful than those described above.
Ah,
Yeah,
you
true.
do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So wild curse.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's basically like I want this curse to be like whatever, they hiccup every 2 minutes or something like that. And like,
Yeah.
okay. What you would imagine like a more traditional curse to be.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. I'll kind of bookmark bestow a curse so I can glance at this if I choose to use it in the future.
I'll copy paste into Discord.
Okay, cool.
What's really cool is that if you cast this using a 5th level spell or above, it's permanent.
That's cold.
That's your cursed thing. So
Yeah.
you have to
Whoops.
use a remove curse or dispel it or something like that.
So mummy level. Got it.
It's when you
Yep.
wander into the village and like, well, there's this one villager who's been cursed since he was 5. That's what this is.
Yeah. Okay, so we successfully sold. We failed to buy. Was there something else we were going to do to prep, Tasden, for your mission?
I was going to go see about getting one of the dragon bones, horn, what have you, integrated
Oh yeah,
in with Ront's,
in all sincerity, we should get
axe.
like a trophy of some kind from this dragon.
I'm making a necklace out of its teeth.
In character, though, I great idea. I have no problem with anybody else doing that, but in character, as a good cleric, I don't know if I want to have a chromatic evil item around my neck.
Coward.
If there are, it's a great response.
Could I?
No, I'm
get,
just wondering, like, would I be opposed to? Because otherwise, like, maybe I could get a souvenir, red scale, just one red scale.
Do you have a shield?
I do.
You could emblazon the scale or scales on your shield.
That's not a bad idea.
If possible, I'd like to get a claw.
Because the shield's not
claws.
magical by itself, so I think even just for flair.
How does the sword feel about it?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
Don't
is-
tell her. Don't tell her.
I'm all for showing off the trophies of slain evil creatures.
Never mind. We're cool.
Okay. Did not see that coming.
So others creatures may know that we mean business.
It's
and we'll
true.
smite them.
That's true. Can I get the claw thing?
Well, what exactly do you want to do with that? Sorry.
How large are the dragon's claws? Help me out here.
Dwarf size.
I mean,
Like,
Okay,
pretty
so that might not work, but I want something to like. I gave those away, didn't I?
Take one of its fingers with the claw
Mm-hmm.
and turn that into like a weapon.
If I wasn't a monk, I'd be all in favor of that. That's a great idea,
Well,
but I'm a monk.
I
Or
will say there is a magic item called Amulet of Claws that is specifically for a monk.
Hang on, let me look that one up because I've heard of that, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
I
Yes.
believe it's called Amulet of Claws.
scythe is a good idea, Cord.
Insignia of claws
Insignia, sorry. Yeah, same thing. Right?
from the Cult of the Dragon. Actually, yeah, no, that's legit.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yes, can I have that?
Well, do you want to try and find someone who can make this?
Yes, gosh, Liam, I've been trying to figure out someone who could shape this dragon stuff into this thing. It's like an insignia of claws, if you will. It's something I heard about on the surface that the Cult of the Purple Dragon used to do.
I
Or
don't
the Cult of the
know.
Dragon, sorry.
I don't know if I have any spells that can help with that. Taston, you have repair, don't you?
Oh no, I was more hoping like you could get me in contact with someone in town. Who,
Oh, yeah, that I could do.
I've got that cantrip, so
Yeah, because you're going to need a crafter for this thing.
actually, hold on. Does that stack with the +1 bonus we already have?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, I absolutely want to have +2 to all my attacks and all my damage. If this could be a thing that we can make happen, I will absolutely spend time shopping around town. I don't know who to contact, but I'll figure it out.
I'm going to. I'm going to go back to the alchemists and
Okay.
see if they have any recommendations for someone who can do this for Mark.
Oh, yeah. Totally. The question is, how much is this going to be?
I don't want to eat into our funds too much. Taston's thing is way more important than me having another +1 to attack and damage on all hits.
Well, because I still have the fire opals too, in addition to.
So you going to show them what you want it made out of?
Yeah. No, I pull out the dragon head.
Oh, okay. We don't need the whole thing.
For once, I actually have the dragon head with me. Just this once.
Yeah, it's actually not too bad. You will need somebody who can do this specific thing who is also proficient in Arcana. So you're going to need to find someone who can do... Yeah, that's not a problem. There's somebody who's proficient in this kit and knows Arcana in this town, in this city.
I mean, there's Liam, too, if I have to, right?
Right. So Liam will take care of the Arcana stuff, but he actually do need proficiency in the appropriate kit in order to crafting kit to make this as well.
Gotcha. That's fine.
So they estimate they can get somebody to craft this in 2 work weeks for about 200 gold.
Oh, hell, I think I have that on me.
Yeah.
Do I? Yep, I do. I plot my own money on that. I'll pull from my own pool.
Okay. All right. So if going through the contacts, that is what you'll get in 2 work weeks.
Cool. So, to be continued. Sorry I can't have that to help your brother right now, but in a couple weeks, I got you back. And assuming we don't die in the abyss.
Right.
Speaking of which, I think that's it now, right? We're at portal step?
Yes, if we... Well, I mean, we put in the order to get Ron's axe set up as well, and then potentially the scales added to my shield. So
I mean, if you want to wait the week or whatever, yeah.
we could treat this as like we're gearing up for this expedition.
Yeah.
That would make
so, Taston, are you looking for something that's like cosmetic, or are you actually trying to enchant?
Just not something like amazingly, just something that's not just for show but also for function. Like, I'm assuming dragon scales can typically take a solid hit if it's mounted to something.
I mean, it looks like you can get a fire-resistant shield from that, for example. You know, because red dragon, right?
Yeah.
That makes a certain sort of sense.
Is that something you're going for?
Yeah, let's do that.
Speaking of which, maybe we should stock up on fire-resistant potions while we can. If we're going into the portal, if it's the same portal or if it's the same plane that we saw previously, I seem to remember there was like a lot of fire. Maybe we should prepare for fire.
Okay, that's
legit.
This tracks.
I still have my 1 remaining fire resist potion on me.
I think I took the 1 and gave the rest of mine away. So yeah, we'll probably want to restock.
Not sure what else we need to stock up on.
Demon slaying, is that a thing that we can get? No, I'm serious. I feel like there's a demon slaying something. I'm trying to remember.
Well, you can check for this. Sorry, I was just looking at some of this stuff here. There is something also called a dragonhide belt, which is specifically for monks. That perhaps you could try and get crafted. It's made of dragonhide. While wearing it, you get a bonus to the saving throw DCs of your key features. It's determined by the crafting rarity. In addition, you can use an action to regain key points equal to a roll of your martial arts dice once per day.
Ooh, that would be nice.
That seems useful.
Yeah, how much is that going to run us back? Because I'm out of gold now. I blew it all on
right.
road.
So you can get.
I can cover.
You can get the basic. Yeah, you can get the basic one for. Let's see. You can get the basic one for another 2 work weeks and 300 gold. You can get the more powerful version, which is the +2 version. Let me even see if there's somebody who can do this. First.
Just say it's a crafting city, but
yeah, there is somebody who thinks they could take this on. They are going to, however, be charging 2,000 gold for it.
Oof.
And he's like, this is probably. I mean, I'm working with new stuff here. It's probably going to take me about 10 work weeks in order to come up with a final product.
Weeks. How long would the other one take? The 2 weeks. Why does everything take so long?
You can do them both at it's magic items. I don't want to rush this.
I don't think we can justify 10 weeks.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy. Let's go ahead and go for the 2-week one. And how much was that for the 2-week one?
It's 300 gold for the
300 gold. Again, I'm bone dry on money, so that's kind of up to you guys.
And I've got a bunch of platinum too. So.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, by the way, here's the breakdown of the gems that you got.
Oh, nice.
So, sorry, that's not clear. They're visible by that. So the 2 black sapphires are worth. I completely screwed that up. I meant to do that. There we go. That's better. So the black sapphire is 5k each, and the other 2 are 500 gold each. So that's the breakdown you got.
As I say, that seems like a bit much, but yeah, that's what tracks one.
Good old sack of gems. Okay. So if you want to put in the orders for those, they can have.
So yeah, let's see. So we've got an order for a fire-resistant shield, an order for my necklace, or excuse me, my insignia, an order for my belt, an order for your necklace. Have we missed anything there?
Just Ront's axe.
Oh yeah, Ron's axe. Sorry, I keep forgetting that one.
Yeah, sorry, I need to look up the shield too.
Pay double to make it more expensive. If it worked like that, this isn't a gotcha game. If you spend real money, did you know you could get this right now?
Well, can I watch this Durgar ad and get?
Yes, you can watch an ad to boost the speed of it.
Shield's a little more expensive. So unfortunately, resistant armor is pretty valuable and hard to make. So I can give you an option there. You can do like just straight up, if you have the shield on, you're resistant to fire damage. You're probably going to be in the same boat as trying to get that rare item crafted, which is probably about 10 weeks and plus thousands of gold. They can make a straight up, this is a +1 AC shield for you. And that's more along the lines of, we'll take a couple weeks and a couple hundred gold.
Let's do that.
Okay. So, and I'll this. Okay. And remind me when you get all these back, there will be with dragon items, and I need to make some rolls. Okay, so those are 3 items that are being crafted?
Do I need... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say it's the sigil, the belt, the shield,
yep,
and then Ront's axe.
Right.
That's 4 items so far.
Do I need any help in the crafting of that necklace? Or can I do it myself?
Of Mark's necklace?
No, mine.
Or the one you're going to make? You can attempt it yourself, but if you're not proficient in like jewel crafting or tinkers or anything like that, then it's going to be a straight up intelligence check.
Okay. All right, because I'm not trying to imbue it with anything. It's just...
Yeah.
So, I'm going to try and attempt that.
Okay. All right, for Ront's axe, and of course he wants a great axe. Yeah, it's going to be the same situation. If he just wants like a straight up +1 with that, then it is, I mean, plus weapons are actually super common. So a couple weeks and 250 for that.
Okay.
So you're taking up the shops of a lot of the magic item crafters in the city. But
giving back to the economy.
Yeah, that's right.
Since we've got this extra time, can I have advantage on my roll because I'm taking time to work on it?
If you want to stretch it out over 2 weeks, sure.
Okay. So that was an 18 on the die.
Okay.
That's a 10. Okay, so it's a 24.
Okay. That's
No, wait,
pretty
sorry.
good.
22.
22.
Right, because it's 18
then
plus
it's
4,
just
not 18
terrible.
plus 6.
Okay. So what are you making this to look like?
Basically just the teeth that go around from like the shoulders down.
Okay. So just almost looking like, are you trying to go for like an intimidating look on this? Or is it just like, look what I did?
Just more look what I did. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, if somebody runs across, they'd be like, that's dragon stuff. And the very, very least, it'll strike up a conversation, right?
Yep.
You're like, where did you get that? I got this myself.
Yep. Exactly.
Where'd I get this? From a dragon
Yeah.
that I killed.
Well, he gave it to you? Nope.
No.
Okay. Right on. And yeah, and for an unskilled attempt, actually, it actually looks rather good. Probably because you took a lot of time with it. I had to do a little bit of research. Probably, saw some stuff in the shop. Like, oh, that's how they do that.
But I had time, so yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, the weeks pass. I need to roll for some stuff for your items. So let's go for the insignia first. So this insignia. This is... it's got a little bit of a Durgar take, you have to admit, on it. It's very geometrically perfect in a lot of ways. So it doesn't, it doesn't look like it was cobbled together or anything like that. But it's a little Spartan, a little plain, kind of what the Durgar do. But you can tell at a glance what this is made out of. And true to its form, it gives you the pluses that have been notated in there. And I need to roll for something.
And I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.